Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the Keeper of Scrolls and Teller of Tales. Today I have the honor of presenting episode 19, and we have changes coming to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. That being the Sláinte case will now be a Sláinte championship for the men's division. So on this episode, we're going to have the first 4 qualifying matches for the tournament to crown the first Sláinte champion. We also have Rhea Ripley versus Safire Reed, the Shewolves versus the Conduits of Karma, and we're going to hear from Liv Morgan and Drew McIntyre. Now let's get to the action. Welcome to CLW episode 19. Our opening match is Rhea Ripley versus Safire Reed. For some reason, at witching hour, Safire Reed showed up and wrapped a chair around Rhea's head in the middle of Rhea's match with Liv Morgan for the CLW Women's Championship. We don't know why she interfered in the match, but Rhea is looking for some revenge here tonight. Right now, Rhea's in control of Safire. Rhea's setting Safire up for an elbow and a kick, slamming her head into the mat. Rhea to the top rope, an elbow drop. Rhea maintaining control over Safire. Maybe we'll find out someday why Safire interfered in that match. Safire now taking control of Rhea, trying to turn things around in this match. A knee dropping down for a cover. Is that going to be it? Not even a 2 count. Safire maintaining control over Rhea, sending her into the corner. Rolling elbow to the side of Rhea's head. An elbow from the second rope. Now setting Rhea up from the outside. Went for a kick, but Rhea countered. Rope break. Rhea now coming back. Setting Safire up, but she reverses. Safire now taking it to Rhea. Rhea with a kick, chops and punches, knees to the gut. Rhea now stomping Safire into the mat. Rhea setting Safire up from the second rope. Drop kick. Rhea now back in control of the match. Looking for a submission. Safire going to tap. Back and forth. Who's going to get control? Rhea seems to be in control at the moment, sending Safire out of the ring. Safire getting pumped up, jumping back into the ring, but Rhea catches her, taking her over to the corner. Would be sending her into the ring post. Safire's in trouble. Rhea with a drop kick into the corner and setting Safire up. She may be looking to finish this. Setting up for a riptide. Is that going to be it? Can Safire kick out? Rhea win. I guess she got some revenge. Wait, Anita's in. Safire's tag team partner, Anita Vaughn, has just jumped Rhea Ripley. What is Hyperactive's problem with Rhea? Anita now just pummeling Rhea. There's definitely some deep-seated issues with Safire and Anita, with Rhea. The only thing I could think at this point is it goes back to when Rhea and China were the tag champions and were dominant. They had some matches with Hyperactive. Maybe this is the grudge that's being held over from then. But now, Rhea doesn't have a partner. I don't know how she's going to handle Hyperactive, because if you're taking on one, the other's going to be there. And it seems like they definitely are after Rhea. We'll have to see what happens. As right now, Anita has been dominating Rhea after she had that match with Safire. There's some changes coming to CLW. We had the Celtic Championship was initially an intergender title. The Celtic Championship is now going to be converted to a women's mid-card title. And then we had the Sláinte case, which is no longer going to exist. It's going to be retired. In its place, we're having a Sláinte championship that will be a men's mid-card title. This is the first qualifying match for the tournament to determine the first Sláinte champion. We have Femi versus Noam. The winner of this qualifying match will advance into the first round of the tournament that will begin in 2 weeks. Or 2 episodes, I should say. Oba has been dominating, but Noam has turned this match around. The What's the Crack case will continue to exist, and that will become an intergender case. We will be having a match to determine the next holder of the What's the Crack case soon. Now I'm going for a pin. The match for the What's the Crack case will be male and female superstars, and whoever wins it, male or female, will have the opportunity to cash in the case on the champion of their choosing. Noam maintaining control over Femi at this point. Noam setting Oba up. Oba is in trouble. Who is going to advance into the tournament? Noam completely missed that, but setting Oba up again, it looks like. Noam maintaining control over Oba. A few months back, Noam was able to defeat Andre the Giant, so you'd have to think he's not too intimidated by Oba Femi. Noam with a pin. Oba kicks out. Setting Oba up. Going for a submission. Will Oba tap? Oba reversing. Oba needs to do something here. Get the upper hand on Noam. Noam counters out of that. Drop kick into the corner. Noam again setting Oba up. Noam maintaining control over Oba Femi. Oba been unable to utilize his power and strength advantage over Noam. Noam to the second rope. Oba's out of the way with a kick to Dar's head. Oba trying to make a comeback here, using his power. Oba going for a pin. Kick out at 2. That huge fall from grace from Oba, and Oba advances into the tournament. This is the second qualifying match for the Sláinte Championship Tournament. Finlay versus Big Damo. The winner of this advances to the tournament to determine the first Sláinte champion. Finlay taking control of Damo. Going for a pin. Surprising 2 count this early. So far, Finlay controlling Damo. And Damo throws Finlay over the top rope. Finlay back in. That whole thing seemed a little awkward. Fighting for a position in the match. Finlay goes behind Damo. Damo trying to fight out of Finlay's grip. Another pin by Finlay. Not even a 1. Damo reversing into a pin of his own. No count. Finlay showing more power than Damo. That's a bit surprising. A knee to Damo's chin. Finlay working on Damo's leg. Stop. Finlay's been controlling Damo in this match so far. Finlay from the top with an elbow drop. What's going on now? Obviously somebody must be coming out. Finlay confused. It's Bonesaw. Bonesaw attacking Finlay from behind. Apparently the referee is blind. One would think that would have been a disqualification as Damo's Kings of the North brethren, Bonesaw, came out and interfered to help. Now Bonesaw just leaving. Both men are down. Can Damo take advantage of this? Damo's setting Finlay up. Taking him down and punching him in the head. Finlay reversing with a DDT and going for a pin. Maybe he'll win anyway. Kick out after 2. Finlay back in control of the match even after that interference by Bonesaw. Missing as Damo is able to counter out of that, and now taking control of Finlay. Finlay dodges out of the way of that appeared to be drop kick from Damo. Finlay powering up Damo. An elbow. Another pin attempt. Damo kicks out. Finlay seems unfazed by that attack from Bonesaw. However, Damo caught him taunting. Finlay taking control of Damo again. Perhaps Bonesaw should have stayed out there and inflicted more damage. Caught to Damo. Finlay going back to the top rope. Setting up Damo. What are we going to see? Driving shoulder. Damo's down. Working on the arm now. Finlay setting Damo up. Could be Ireland's call. Oh, white noise. Oh, I thought he had it there. Damo managed to kick out. Finlay's been controlling the majority of the match even after that outside interference from Bonesaw. Not sure if Damo can actually pull off a win here, but he's trying. Going for another pin. Not even a 1. Damo now taking control. Double axe from the top. Seems like Finlay should have been able to get out of the way of that. Damo showing his agility. A huge power slam on Finlay. Stomp. Working over the arm, shoulder area. Damo now setting Finlay up. What are we going to see here? Can Damo pull this off? Setting Finlay up again. It could be that finish. Is that going to be it for Finlay? Damo advances. Looks like we're going to hear from Drew McIntyre. Just won that 3 Stages of Hell match against Sheamus at Witching Hour. Drew says now that his personal issues are behind him, he wants his championship back, and he wants a match with CM Punk for the CLW championship. Punk now coming out. Punk says, I've seen what you did. I saw what you did in the 3 Stages of Hell. Do I think you deserve a shot at my title, being a former champion? Drew says, of course I'm a former champion and deserve a shot at that CLW championship. Are you man enough to give me a shot? Punk says, why don't we do it right now? And smashes Drew with the microphone. I guess he accepts Drew's challenge. Time for another qualifying match for the Sláinte Championship Tournament. Karrion Kross versus Joe Coffey. We saw these two wrestle each other a few weeks ago. Kross got the win there. Again, along with Scarlett, Batista is in Karrion Kross's corner. The second time he's been out there with Kross. Not sure what's going on there. Obviously, there must be some sort of an alliance that's been formed between the two of them. Kross controlling Coffey. Stomping on the hand. Again, the winner of this match will advance to the first round of the Sláinte Championship Tournament to be held in 2 weeks or 2 episodes. Batista up on the apron, removing the buckle pad. Kross pummeling Coffey. Coffey sending Kross into that exposed buckle. Thanks to Batista. Kross may be out of it now. Out at it too. Referee finally putting that buckle pad back on. Coffey is taking control of Kross. Stomping the leg. Slingshot shoulder block into Kross. Double axe from the top, or the second buckle, I mean. Rope break. Joe Coffey hasn't been having too much success in CLW this season. So, could he get a big victory here? Oh, I thought maybe he had it. Kross trying to get out of the ring. Possibly get a breather. Joe Coffey maintaining control of the match. Kross just sidestepped that top rope maneuver from Joe Coffey. Kross now setting up. Final prayer. Is that going to be it? Kick out by Coffey. Kross now in control of Coffey. Kicking him in the head. Working on the arm. Appears to be setting Joe Coffey up. What they're going to do here. Bear hug. Suplexing him over. Coffey countering and taking control as Batista removes that turnbuckle pad again. The ref immediately replacing it this time. Scarlett distracting Joe Coffey, allowing Karrion to get the upper hand. This has definitely been a 3-on-1 match. Perhaps Coffey should have had his Gallus boys out there with him. Going for another pin attempt. Kick out. Knee to Coffey. Kross with a power bomb. Now setting him up. Now going to the top rope. Diving clothesline from the top rope. Will this do it? 1, 2. Kick out by Coffey. What's it going to take for one of these men to get the victory? Coffey making a comeback. Batista just tried to reach for Coffey's leg. Another slingshot shoulder tackle. Going for a pin. Kick out by Kross. There's a lot at stake in this match. Being able to advance to that tournament and possibly be the first ever Sláinte champion. Coffey to the top. Double axe handle to Kross. Another distraction by Scarlett. Screaming at Coffey. Kross is getting up, but Joe Coffey catches him. Power slam. Going for another pin. Only a 2 count. Setting him up. Glasgow send off. Is that going to send Kross out of the possibility to be in the tournament? Joe Coffey has won. This is our final qualifier match for this week. Roddy Piper versus William Regal. Regal has the British strong style stable at ringside. Charlie Dempsey and the Bulldog. Winner of this match advances to the first round of the Sláinte title tournament. Regal in control at the moment. We've already had Femi, Big Damo, and Joe Coffey advance to the tournament. Who's going to join them? Regal or Piper? Regal maintaining control of Piper. Piper reversing. Seeing some excellent mat wrestling from these two. Dempsey now removing the turnbuckle pad, distracting the referee. Piper to the top rope. knee to William Regal's head. May have knocked him out. 2 count. Bulldog now on the apron, causing a distraction. Regal from behind, taking control of Piper. Oh, Piper slips out. Top block to Regal, stomping on his leg. Piper now going up to the top rope. Another big knee to the head. Punches to the face and ear. Piper with an elbow drop. Regal reversing. Thought Regal had the upper hand there, but now Regal's taking the turnbuckle pad off. A hot shot to the hot rod. These two just exchanging control of the match. Several counters and reversals thus far. Neither man been able to maintain control of the other for a long period of time. Regal looking to maintain control of Piper, ramming his head into the buckle. Regal with a forearm in the corner. Clothesline to the back of the head. Regal now to the second rope. Splash onto the back of Piper. So Piper's up. Looks like these two are going to be trading blows now. Who's going to get the upper hand? Chop, punches, Dempsey up on the apron with a turnbuckle pad off again. We need to look into super gluing or chaining those buckle pads on. Regal looking to make Piper submit. Piper gonna tap. Piper making a comeback again. Driving. Regal down with a bulldog, now setting him up. Are we going to see the sleeper hold perhaps? Piper putting on the sleeper. Is Regal going to tap now? Piper wins. Liv Morgan coming out with a microphone in hand. She was able to defeat Rhea Ripley and defend her CLW Women's Championship at Witching Hour. With some controversy as Safire interfered in that match. Liv says she easily put Rhea away as she thought she would, and that nobody can take her title from her. AJ Lee. AJ says that she wants a shot at the CLW Women's Championship. She wants to know if Liv dares to give her a match. Liv says, fine. You can have your match. We're going to see Liv Morgan and AJ Lee for the CLW Women's Championship. Time for our main event, tag team match. The Shewolves, Lee and Casey Owens versus the Conduits of Karma, Hannah Taylor and Raven Creed. This is a non-title match. Both teams had big victories at Witching Hour. The Shewolves defeated the Medusa Complex to retain their titles, and the Conduits of Karma finally put to rest the Coven of the Goddess in that table eliminator tag team match. After their big win, both teams gave friendly challenges to each other, and the Shewolves said that if the Conduits of Karma could defeat them in a non-title match, then they would give them a title match. Seems fair to me, I guess. Right now, Casey is in control of Hannah. Conduits of Karma, Hannah and Raven, have been impressive since forming a team under Kaya's stable, I guess you could say, that she formed to counter the Coven of the Goddess with Dawn. Dawn, of course, is no longer in CLW after losing that casket match to Kaya. Raven is now in on Lee. Lee taking control of Raven. Raven reverses, going for a pin. So far, these two are on par with each other. You're seeing a double team by the Conduits of Karma. Double shoulder block. Beautiful springboard moonsault by Hannah on Leah's back. Hannah now in control of Lee and the match. Lee reversing. Hannah into the corner. Setting Hannah up on the top rope. Hannah trying to fight out of whatever Lee's got planned. Lee going to the top with her. Elbows to the head. What is she setting up for here? Unbelievable. Hannah may be knocked out after that, but Lee choosing to tag instead of following up. Casey's now in, taking it to Hannah. Big punch, but she misses that moonsault. Standing shooting star by Hannah, now taking control of Casey. The DDT. Kick, knee. Hannah may be out. Casey going for a pin. Only a 1 count. Hannah being sent into the enemy territory. Double team coming in with a big punch to the gut and a kick. Hannah reversing. Punches and kicks of her own. Hannah looking to get out. Smart maneuver. Tagging in Raven. Raven with a big boot to the face of Lee. Setting Lee up. Tag for the double team. Shoulders. Hannah with that standing shooting star. Now going to the top rope. That 450 was amazing, but Casey's in to break the pin. Lee sent into the corner of the Karma. Another double team. Another double shoulder. Lee gets a tag as Raven is taunting and gets met with a boot from Casey. That was an ill-advised taunt moment. Casey now working on Raven's leg. Springboard moonsault. Oh, Casey setting Raven up for a submission. That Cobra clutch. Can Raven hold on to her? She tapped. Raven breaking out of that Cobra clutch with a big boot to Casey. Punch to the face. Going for a pin. Lee breaks it up. Sent Casey into her corner, but Casey reversed. Thought she was going to go for a tag, but instead she's going for a knee. She's in the wrong part of town, and Raven is reversing that kick. Body shot. Casey reversing, taking the time to taunt as Raven gets a tag. Hannah now in, but gets hit with a rolling elbow from Casey. Casey misses that springboard. Hannah misses the springboard. These two teams have been equally matched so far, and I'd love to see a championship match between the two of them. Double team coming in by the Shewolves. Setting up for a huge Samoan drop, I guess. But Raven breaks that up. Lee taking it to Raven. Get her out of the ring. Another double team by the Shewolves. Raven is still in the ring. Dazed. Rope break. Raven finally out of the ring. Casey on the second rope setting Hannah up. Meteora not looking good for Hannah. Hannah made it to get out of that. Casey missing. Hannah looking to possibly get out of the ring, tagging in Raven. This tag match has been incredible. Both teams. Oh, ripcord knee from Casey. Punches to Raven. It started out as a friendly challenge, but it seems like these two aren't maintaining any sort of a friendship that I could see. But when a title opportunity is on the line, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Raven just had an adrenaline rush or something. She's taking it to Casey, pumping herself up. Casey in the corner, double team coming in. What are they setting up for? Oh, it's a double slam. We've seen this before a couple of times. They have actually got a victory with it. So Lee's coming in to break the pin. Hannah setting Casey up from the outside. Hurricanrana from the outside, going for another pin. Rope break. Casey barely reaching the rope and breaking that count. I thought we had new number one contenders there. Sending Casey back into her corner. Another double team coming in. See another one of those flying shoulder. Casey getting a tag again. Ill-timed taunt. But Lee came in and started taunting, allowing Raven to catch her. Raven looking for a submission. Is Lee gonna tap? Casey's nowhere around to make a save. She's down on the outside after the abuse she was taking. Raven setting Lee up. Lee reversing with an elbow. Power bomb. Lee going for a pin on Raven. Raven's out at a 2. This match has been amazing. I definitely would want to see these two teams fight again. Double team coming in by the Shewolves. Double back body drop. Lee out of the ring. Casey out of the ring. Raven rolling out of the ring. Looks like the action is going to be on the outside now. Stop to Raven. Shewolves seemed a little confused. I thought they were going to do a double team, but that didn't happen. Raven's up, but is met by Casey. Reversing after reversing. Knees to the back. She went for that submission again, but she was too close to the rope. Raven sending Casey into her corner. Double team coming in. Looks like we're going to see launching her into the shoulder, I guess. Casey reversing. Big punch to Hannah, going for a pin. Not even a 1 count. Hannah being sent into the Shewolves corner. Casey taking it to Hannah in the corner. Tossing her down to the mat. What are we going to see here? Setting her up. Sending her back into the corner. Double team, it looks like. Like the double team Samoan drop move. Close to the ropes, but she's going for a pin. Raven's in to make the save. Again, Lee is catching Raven and tossing her, trying to toss her out of the ring, but Raven is still in there. A little dazed after what looked like a back elbow. Hannah in the wrong part of town. Lee just taking it to Hannah from every direction, blow after blow. Hannah with a reversal. Forearm. Two are just back and forth. Casey with a shot from the outside of the ring. Lee with a springboard moonsault. Is this going to be it? 1, 2. The Shewolves win. Oba Femi, Big Damo, Joe Coffey, and Roddy Piper have advanced to the Sláinte Championship Tournament. AJ Lee will be challenging Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship. Drew McIntyre will be challenging CM Punk for the CLW Championship. And both of those matches will take place at our next premium event, Belfast Brawl. You're not going to want to miss the stories yet to be told. So unless you're the village idiot, you should subscribe, like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time.